Hi there, this is a
Exclusive hot.
Hi, I'm Quinn with the South Columbus Public Library, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys DIY shoe shields. These shoe shields will help protect your brand new shoes that you just got for school and keep them fresh longer. So for your DIY shoe shields, the best thing to use would be one of these notebook covers. They're nice and kind of flimsy and they're movable, so that's what you're going to want. You can also substitute it with these folders. They're made of kind of the same material, so these are also good to use. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a Sharpie, a pen, and if you have it, a hole punch. But if you don't have a hole punch, don't worry about it. That's what we can use the pen for. So we're first going to start with a piece of paper from our notebook, and we're going to trace the outer edges of the shoe. What we're going to try to do is get the pen right between the toe box and the stitching. We're going to want this section here. And the drawing doesn't have to be perfect. You just need a nice little template to go with. Like I said, you want to get the pen right in that crease and that's going to give you the best fit possible. So now that we have our template, we're also going to give ourselves some guidelines for us to cut. So you would just make almost like a perforated edge around, and that's just what we're going to use to guide our cut with the scissors. Now we're going to go ahead and cut our paper. So we're going to cut our template out. And it doesn't have to be a perfect cut. Alright, so down we have our template. And if you're using a notebook, this is the part where you're going to want to head and go to your cover. And you can actually just cut this off with your scissors. Alright, so now we're going to take our Sharpie and we're going to trace our template. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's pretty close. Now that we have it drawn out, we're going to be ready to go ahead and cut it. Alright, as you can see, it's kind of taking shape. It's not perfect, but it's going to work. So now for the last part, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to poke holes in it. And this is just to give you some breathing room while you're wearing it. Like I said, I'm going to use this hole cutter, but you can definitely also use the scissors or a pen. Alright, so this is our shoe shield, and you'll take your shoe and you're going to push it all the way down in. So, just to give you guys an example, I do have the shoe shield on the left shoe, and the right shoe there's nothing. So if you look, you know, there's no creasing or minimal creasing, versus the right that doesn't have that shoe shield. So it definitely protects you from creasing. Hey, it's Quinn again, back with some bonus content. I know some of you guys have already worn your shoes and you've already creased up that toe box. Don't worry, I got you. I'm going to show you a way to get those creases out of your shoes. So, to get those creases out, we got three things that we're going to need. We're going to need some towels, we're going to need some water, and we're going to need an iron. So, you're going to take your shoes and you're going to take a couple towels, you're going to roll them up, and these you're going to stick down in your toe box. So you just want to take them and stick them in and make sure it's just nice and firm in the front. So that toe box is nice and firm. Now what we're going to do is take a towel and we're going to get it a little damp. You don't want to soak it, you just want it a little damp so that the water, we're going to get a little steam going. So you're gonna lay it across the toe box, and you're gonna take your iron. You're gonna wanna make sure it's on about medium heat. You don't want it too hot. And what you're gonna do is take it and you're actually just gonna go ahead and lightly iron. You wanna keep the iron moving, never leaving it in one place for too long. And every now and then you're just gonna wanna straighten out your towel and kind of stretch out that leather a little bit. And let's see our progress. Let's see if we got anything. We knocked out a little bit of creasing. There's a little bit more right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that spot a little more, and let's see if we can get that all the way out. All right, and if you wanna look at it for comparison versus this shoe, you'll see that we've knocked almost all of the creasing out, and they actually look pretty good. So this is the final result of us getting the creases out. Now with these, not everything is gonna come out, but keep in mind that this method will work better with newer shoes. These shoes are about 10 to 15 years old, so we got some of the creasing out, so not all of it's gonna come out, but keep that in mind when you're using it on your shoes. You might get better results. And until next time, I'm Quinn from the South Columbus Public Library. I'll see you guys next time.